Everybody should care about the Brownstone Trail and its future, whether it's the adjacent landowners, the business community, local residents, visitors, local, state, and federal government even should care, give us some money. The main reason is because it's important to our community. It's become part of the fabric of what makes Bayfield the last 25 years.
The Brownstone Trail is located along an old railroad grade. It travels for about 2 miles in length. It connects the city of Bayfield to Port Superior on the other end. The establishment of the trail happened about 25 years ago. A group of community members got together with the goal of obtaining legal permission for access from those landowners so the public could use the old railroad corridor for non-motorized recreation.
It's such a tremendous asset to the community. I mean, it's just a gem. And one wants to keep those things for future generations. The fact that it ties into Bayfield, its history, the lake, and nature, just makes it so precious that it's one of these things that we want to keep.
Brownstone Trail is a valuable asset to, I would say, all visitors, all of our residents, and our people who are residents in the summer. It's such a wonderful location because they can get onto it from the town of Bayfield. We get people into the chamber and they ask what trail should we go on. This is one of our first ones that we introduce to them, and they're thrilled because they can just walk right outside from their hotel and they have a wonderful walk in nature, woods, next to Lake Superior.
I was in on some of the original discussions on the Brownstone Trail way back when, and it's hard to see that it needs all this work, but it's good to see that the community is behind what's going on.
So there's not a quick fix for the slump because the bluff kind of is destabilized from the bottom, and so the slump is causing issues kind of in the middle of the bluff slope. So simply trying to fill in that soil without addressing the issues that it caused the original failure could lead to a quick failure right away. So it's really best to kind of look at this holistically and say, how can we fix not just the issue with the trail, but kind of the whole bluff to make sure it doesn't happen again. It's important for folks to stay off of the slumped area, particularly because for two reasons. One is your own safety, because that is kind of an unstable part of the bluff and it may continue to slide down. So definitely adding the weight of a human or two on top of that may cause some movement in the bluff. And then another aspect is just to avoid disturbing that area that is unstable. So foot traffic over it can move soil even more so than a little bit more stable areas.
So the Brownstone Trail is a really remarkable example of working with private landowners to establish trail easements. And these easements have been here actually for a while, and people sort of come to take them for granted. I think it's important as we move forward with developing a trails network to recognize how critical it is to work closely with private landowners. The other important thing about the Brownstone Trail is it is a major connector, and it has the potential to help Bayfield Area Trails accomplish its vision, which is connecting Bayfield to Mount Ashwa Bay.
It was very important for Wild Rice Retreat to sign a permanent easement for the use and enjoyment of that Brownstone Trail. Not only do we want our guests to enjoy it, it's a benefit for the entire community. We want to be good stewards as business owners to support this entire community. And so that permanent easement, I'd really love to see those along the entire length of the trail system. Our trail should be open to the public and accessible to all, and we couldn't be bigger supporters of that.
So if you're interested in helping out and wondering how you can get involved with the Brownstone Trail, I think first, folks just need to recognize and embrace that the Brownstone Trail is a community of responsibility, both emotionally but also financially. And second, we ask that folks recognize that challenges do affect the shoreline, and as a result, the trail, and some of these will require expertise and time to address. Landmark is really excited to continue to lead the stewardship of the Brownstone Trail, and we invite everyone to stay engaged via our website. We have updates on our website, our Facebook posts. Stop by the office to see me when I'm in there, email us, and all sorts of ways to stay involved.